not the assemblage of body, mind, sense complex, nor the 5 elements from where they came. With that, we will start the retreat, which is going to be on Atma, Nishta, right? Abiding in the self. And today's topic is Sakshi Bhava and Sarvatma Bhava, which is like a pre-retreat. We are all blessed to be able to attend this. And tomorrow the official retreat will start. And as I said before, I have the privilege of welcoming all of you. And before I introduce Swamiji, I want to give the outline of how today's schedule will be. The first session will be for about an hour. Swamiji will decide, and when it is time to break, we'll have a 15 minutes break, and you can enjoy the snacks and coffee, tea at that time. We will reassemble for the second session, and following which you can ask questions if you have. And then if you have brought your lunch, you are welcome to join and hang around and ask Swamiji questions when he is having his diksha. And during the break, I'll give some other announcements. We do have a survey. I would like all of you to fill it, as well as at the end of the session, I'll remind again, please return the badge so that when you come tomorrow, you will be given that badge. So now I would like to introduce Swami Muktatmananda ji. Swamiji is just like his name. He is free. He's the Mukta, and he is full of joy, Ananda. That's all I can say from my interaction with him. I've been blessed to be attending his classes in Pennsylvania, and I'm a newbie in California, as many of you may know. It's been more than a year now. And we had the blessing to have Swamiji last year around this time. So he's not new to many of us. But again, it's always a pleasure to talk about a sadhu, right? Even though we know what they have done, you might have read it in the flyer, but I think it always gives us joy because we want to be that. So that's why I would like to introduce. Swamiji is a disciple of Pujya Swamiji Dayananda Saraswati and Swami Atmananda Saraswati. Swamiji has been extensively trained in Vedanta, including 3-year course on Vedanta. And he has been conducting retreats all over in Ahmedabad as well as in Arshavidya Gurukulam, Pennsylvania. He's a resident acharya there in Arshavidya Gurukulam. He also does community outreach talks and retreats in various topics: Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Brahma Sutra, the Prasthanatraya. So one thing I can tell is from my own learning from him is he is so clear. You know, he'll guide us step by step. If you wonder which direction I go, it's almost like, he'll lead you by holding hand step by step. And that is his specialty. Very systematic in his approach, which again you will see over the next 3 days. And today is mainly we are going to be talking about Sakshi Bhava and Sarvatma Bhava. He did not give us any text, which is again very, very good because he's going to bring us to like a summary from different various texts. And this is going to be the practical implementation. Because we have probably many of us have been, attending Vedanta classes for many years. So now you wonder, how will I get into the Nidhyasana? How will I contemplate? And that's what we are going to be listening. And without further thing, I will leave it to Swamiji to start the session. Thank you.
ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिर्वोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यस्साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्रचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ So Sakshi Bhava. Here Bhava doesn't mean that we come into that state kind of a thing. No. Sakshi Bhava is to recognize that I am ever a witness of the entire world which I objectify. So rather than experiencing oneself as a Sakshi, one should own up. One should be first clear that I am Sakshi. And then one has to own up that I am Sakshi. One who has owned up I am Sakshi is ever in a Sakshi Bhava, okay? Yeah. And why do you say, Swamiji, it's not, why not experience as a Sakshi? If you experience as a Sakshi, like any other experience, this experience will go away, right? Like you are experiencing me. Any experience is time bound. And therefore, if you are experiencing me right now, and you say, I am in a Swami's experience I have right now, then that would go away. Then I am Sakshi also if I come into that state. Anything if you come into that state, it is again time bound, means it will go away. Means after that you will not be Sakshi. But then if you say that Swami, perhaps that is true that I may not be Sakshi later, then the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad statement will be wrong. Sakshi cheta kevalo nirgunascha. Atma is Sakshi. Not Atma becomes Sakshi. Atma is Sakshi. Therefore, there is something which we are missing, because of which we always hunt for an experience of being a Sakshi. We should know this very clearly. Very evident. That when you say, I am not Sakshi, Swamiji, give me some meditation so that I can come to the Sakshi state, reveals that what you take yourself to be before you come to the Sakshi state, so called, that's a mistake. And I will tell you, we should do that kind of analysis by which you will understand that whether I appreciate or not, I am ever a witness of the entire world which I objectify, including space and time. If you are clear, you are in a Sakshi Bhava. If you are not clear, still you are Sakshi, but you hunt for the experience. Yeah. It's a nature of oneself. Sakshi is a nature of oneself. What is nature of oneself? Well, in that case, you are ever that. In that case, that's not a time-bound thing. It's not a time-bound thing. Whatever is a nature is always there. Like Swamiji, fire has become hot exactly at 10:30. It cannot be. It cannot be. So we should perhaps, the way world looks upon Sakshi Bhava, we don't look upon that way. Any Bhava will turn into a Bhava. Will turn into a Bhava. And then you will definitely, people really literally struggle for that. Oh, Swamiji, that has gone. I was there in a Sakshi Bhava for 5 minutes. People say also. That kind of a bhava which comes and goes is not centered on the self, it's centered on mind. That's a big mistake we are doing. But Swamiji, why we are doing the mistake? That's what we are going to see. Anyway, so let's begin now. Divide. The entire world into two. One is the I, which is a knower, and whatever is known, other is whatever is known to I. I means a knower, and whatever is known to this I is another thing. Two things are there. And known is not knower. Right? Known is not knower, that's for sure. Even though I know this flower right now, so beautiful, but I am not the rose, that much I know. Anyway, so I means the one who has the sense, please listen, I means one who has the sense that I am a knower and there is a world which is not I. Could you follow? I means one who has the sense that I am a knower. And there is something, my voice I am listening. And there is a world, which I am not. This is universal. You can say I means the knower, me, and you all people, Swamiji, is not I. Okay, so these two categories are there, and now you can see wherever there is a I sense, there is a knower. Where there is not I sense, that's all known. Known is not knower. I have I sense in what? This, right? When I say knower, definitely everyone is including this. I am knower, Swamiji. Everything is known, like that we do. So I have I sense in this body, mind, senses, pranas, etc. And the very I thought also is there. And the knower is one, and the known is many. The seer is one, the colors and forms are many. The hearer is one, the sounds are many. Right? The smeller is one, and objects of smell, the fragrances, etc., many. A taster is one, tastes are many, thousands of things are there. And the toucher is one. There are various objects of touch, soft, cold, hot, hard, many forms of touch. So, looks like wherever the I sense is, that is only one, looks like. The knower is one. Objects of knowledge, the world, the physical world, etc., is many. Known is many. Up to this, there is no Vedanta required. Swami is talking as though he is talking very big, but you may be thinking, oh, this is all we know. We have not come for this. Wherever there is a I sense, that's a knower, I said. Now, inquiry begins here. Whether there is a I sense, wherever there is a I sense, that is the body, mind, and whatever is inside, that's I. Whether it is true or not. Or is there something which can be put into the category of the world which is an object of knowledge? Maybe knower may be distinct from that. we have to check it is true or not. And in this physical body, there is an I sense. It's very true. Because whenever I ask about your identity, what you say about yourself has a one baseline, I am a physical body. Like you say, the first thing anybody says, if I ask you, who are you? People generally start, I am a son or daughter of so-and-so, or I am a spouse of so-and-so, my name is so-and-so, right? And then other things, I am uncle of so-and-so, and daughter of, sister of so-and-so, brother of so-and-so, this and etc. All your introduction is a relative introduction, not correct introduction. Because you say I am a daughter of so-and-so, and at the same time you say I am a mother of so-and-so, therefore definitely you cannot be the mother and daughter simultaneously. Then you say, Swami, you should understand it is all relative introduction. It's a relative. Related to someone, this is introduction. But I am saying related to you, yourself. Who are you? Then Swami, well, you should understand I am physical body. If physical body is not there, there is a question of a name first. There is no question of a name, right? Name comes when form is there. Therefore, name itself won't be there. And then well, definitely spouse won't be there, sister won't be there, daughter will not be there, etc. etc. Therefore, I am physical body with respect to myself. And why should not I say physical body as I? Because I have I sense in this. I have I sense in this. And even the thing which you wear continuously on the body, in that you don't have I sense. You wear 24 hours, but for the sake of saying also, you will not say, I am a bush shirt, I am a jibba. Never you will say. But from here, inside, whatever is there, that is I. And it's very true. Whatever be the condition of the physical body is condition of myself. Whatever physical body does, that I do. If physical body is standing, I am standing. Physical body is lying down, I am lying down. Physical body is running, I am running. Physical body is sitting, I am sitting. Therefore, I am physical body. What a big deal. And not only that, the attributes of the physical body since I am a physical body, the attributes of the physical body is also myself. Therefore, physical body is dark in color, I am dark. Physical body is fair in color, I am fair. Physical body is tall, I am tall. Physical body is short, I am short. Physical body is fat, I am fat. Physical body is lean, I am lean. So the attributes of the physical body, I always introduce as my attributes only. And the condition of the physical body, sitting, walking, etc., all this, then I never say physical body is sitting. I say I am sitting. Therefore, if you ask me a question, who are you? I am physical body. And whatever is inside. And it's an experience of everyone that there is an I sense in the body. There is no I sense even in this, no I sense even in this. Therefore, all is basically object of knowledge. The knower is this. Vedanta says, no, that's not correct. That's not correct. Why? Why it's not correct? When the physical body is sitting, right now, look at me. Physical body is sitting, and if I don't know that the physical body is sitting, will I make a statement, I am sitting? Think of. Physical body is sitting, but you don't know that physical body is sitting. Will you say, I am sitting? If physical body's condition is not known to you, whatever may be the condition, walking, running, sitting, sleeping, lying down, whatever may be the condition of the physical body, that condition is not known to you. Will you make a statement, I am sitting, I am walking? You cannot make. You are very sure when the physical body is tall and you know very well the physical body is tall, then you make a statement, I am tall. Not only that, if you want to be a basketball champion, you make sure that you eat a certain type of food, certain type of medicines. They measure, right? Literally they measure. Oh, I'm 5'3", not good. I want to be a basketball champion. Then he eats something. There are several things available. In a certain age, if you eat, you definitely can increase your height. Not all the time. After 60, if you eat, oh, nothing will happen. Perhaps you may become short, but not. But in a certain age, definitely, and you measure, oh, 5'4" now, oh, 5'5". It's clearly you are knowing that physical body. See, the first thing is you know that physical body is short, it is known to you, and therefore you are putting an effort to increase the height because you want to be a basketball player, good player. Right? And whether it is increased or not, that also you know. People undergo a diet plans, right? They measure, they never bother about where the pan that, weighing scale, where it is. Now they all the time, they buy a new pan and they check also with the other scales, calibrate also, recalibrate all the time. Oh, I am eating this food. Even 500 gram has not decreased. 1 kg has not decreased. You are able to know the attributes, the condition of the physical body very well. That is why you want to change also. Knowing the condition of the physical body and knowing the attribute of the physical body, person wants to change that attribute. People go to beauty salons, right? To change the complexion, to change the outlook, etc. People go. Lastly, what is there in Kathopanishad Bhashyam? It says, what is the difference between this and this? No difference. No difference. Yena rupam rasam gandham shabdan sparshansha maithunan etena vai vijanati kimatra parishishyate etad vaitat. Yena rupam rasam gandham shabdan sparshansha maithunan. No difference. Here there is a sound, right? Here there is a form, color form. Here there is a smell. Here there is a taste. I can taste, but you may not like, so I will leave it. There is a taste. And there is a touch, soft touch. All 5. Means all 5 elements are there, right? 5 attributes belong to 5 elements. Here also. Color and form. You yourself know. People see like that. Color, right? It has its own smell. That's how, whether you know the smell of the body or not, that's a different thing. People know. So they sit little away from you. There are masking agents, right? So it's a good name. It has its own shabda. Even if you don't see, you can know by the sound. This is Swamiji's, I think, striking to his own body. There is a sound. There is a color and form. There is a smell. There is a taste. And there is a touch. Touching this and touching this, you will know very well. This is a body, this is a rose. So all 5 gunas are there, 5 elements are there, same here. Then if this is the object of knowledge, why not this? Bhashyakara asks this in Kathopanishad Bhashyam. If this is the object of knowledge, why not this? Why do you call this as I? And if you want to call this as I, even though it is same like that, then for sake of a change, say sometime, I am rose. Right? So there is some change. Yes. That change is a plus factor. 5 elements, 5 elements. Plus factor is It's a conscious entity. It's an object of knowledge, but it is a conscious entity because of faith, plus factor, subtle body, etc. But that consciousness is an extra factor. Because otherwise it is same. Whatever is plus is an extra factor, distinct from the body. Clear now? Therefore, in fact, the physical body is an intimate object of knowledge. You know about my physical body, that I know. What you don't know about my physical body, that also I know. You can write 10 sentences about my physical body, I can write 100 sentences about my physical body. Like where is the pain right now in my body? There is no pain. But I am saying, suppose there is a back pain, or there is a headache, or there is a knee pain. You won't know. Perhaps you may guess that the way Swamiji sits may be having some pain. But that I may be doing some kind of a cheating also to get some sympathy from all of you. So I will sit like this. I may do, even though there is no pain. That you will not know. Whatever is happening inside my body, there is a good in the stomach, you won't know. So what you know about my body, that I know. What you don't know about my body, that also I know. Means it is an intimate object of knowledge for you. Intimate. That's how you are able to write more. More the intimate object, more close the object, more you are able to write. You can write about some person outside who is there in office or somewhere. You can write few sentences. But about your spouse, you can write more, definitely. You know more, you say. Same way you know more about the body. Please understand this very well. This is the breaking part. Anyway, we are going to do meditation tomorrow based on that. I am not physical body, but let's understand this very well. Half of the samsara will go away here. Honestly, I am telling you. Half of the samsara. A sense of isolation, sense of being rejected, fear of being rejected, fear of isolation, fear of void. Fear of void. Person is there with you, around you. But you know that nobody is going to be there around you forever. Either you live or person lives. So they discuss also inside each other. And they talk to each other. If I won't be there, what will you do? If you won't be there, what will I do? Something like that. Well, who goes? Body only goes, right? But body is taken as I, that's a different thing. But there is a fear inside. Then fear of death, etc. will be there. Half of the samsara will go away. This is the very first meditation I am going to request to do for a length of time. Ultimately to appreciate you are a sakshi. Which I will be guiding tomorrow, not today. Today we just see that Sakshi Bhava, but this is the way it should, this is a prakriya. This is a bread and butter for us, called Drishya Prakriya. But Swami, this is, the body is basically, is an object of sight. Body is object of smell. Body is object of taste. That's through senses, right? Yeah. Therefore, I am senses. The knower is a seer of the body, hearer of the sound of the body, toucher of the body. So, I am basically a seer, hearer, etc. of the body. Therefore, I am seer, hearer means what? I, the knower, is senses. Right? But even senses are also object of your knowledge. The consultant, any consultants, eye consultant or a ear consultant, etc. All consultants, first they charge, right? When you go to their office, they charge. They say, pay first $500. And then you enter his office. So he should tell, don't say anything. You have paid me. You should not say anything. No. Consultant consults you first. What's your problem, sir? Please tell me. So you narrate your condition of eyes and ears and everything. Therefore, I am not sense organs. They are equally an object of knowledge because you can talk about it. If a given thing is not an object of knowledge, then you cannot talk about anything about that thing. Suppose, now the third thing, I am mind. Because I'll talk about that. So, because Swamiji, you said I am knower and everything is object of knowledge. Our physical body is known to me, therefore I am knower, distinct from the physical body. It comes, knower is not known, therefore I am not physical body, fine. I am not sense organs, fine. And I am simply knower of the body and the senses, fine. But this thing which you are saying, I am knower of this, occurring where? Mind. It's a conclusion, right? It's a conclusion. Occurring where? Mind. Therefore, I am mind. Knower means what? Mind. Knower of physical body and senses. That's a conclusion in your part, in your mind. Therefore, I am mind. In fact, mind is a very intimate object of knowledge compared to one physical body. People talk to the psychiatrist. People talk, the friends talk to each other over a phone about their own mind. My God, what is happening in given situation, how my mind reacts and how my mind doesn't react and all that. Definitely you talk about your mind so much. In fact, you know the nuances of the mind. Therefore, you feel also, I think this is a high time I should consult somebody, something like that. Frustration, how anger, when anger comes, when it has gone, everything you know. In fact, before it arises, you alert somebody, go away from the room. I'm getting angry, something like that. So, you know about the condition of your physical mind also very well. A mind which is not known. Mind is, suppose a restless mind is there, angry mind is there, suppose. If it is not known to you, mind has anger and mind is restless, but if it is not known to you, you will not say I am restless or I am angry. You know for sure, when the mind becomes angry, you know for sure that it has become angry. It has become restless, etc. And therefore, definitely, I am not the mind. An unknown, restless mind, understand? Unknown, restless mind cannot compel you to make a statement, I am restless, because it is unknown. It's unknown. A known, restless mind cannot compel you to make a statement, I am restless, because it is known. If it is known, then known is not knower. Our formula, apply our formula. Right? And therefore, well, definitely, there is a subject-object error. All the way. Physical body is known object. I am the knower. But no, I am physical body. Subject-object error all the way. Sense organs are object of knowledge. But I say I am sense organs by saying I am seer, hearer, etc. And therefore, they are also subject-object error. Mind also, emotions I mean. Well, emotions are there in the mind, but I take them as subject. Therefore, I say I am angry, I am compassionate, I am so frustrated, this, that. Therefore, they are also subject-object error. Then, fourth, memory. I am memory. Well, you are not memory. Before memory of a given thing, a particular memory arises, you are very much there to collect it. We forget also a lot, right? So far as memory of what you ate last week, exactly in the lunch, you have to literally scratch your head. Before you collect, memory is born of experiences. Experiences before you get is also, well, definitely you are there. You collected then in the form of memory and now you are recollecting, etc. So, and if it has gone also, you are able to say. It has reduced, you are able to say. Swamiji, I am not able to remember. I, Swamiji, forget nowadays names of the people. I forget phone numbers, this, that. So you are able to objectify. And you take certain medicine, then you improve upon, suppose, oh Swamiji, I have improved my memory. Oh, very good. So you are able to objectify the memory. What is the condition of the memory? You are able to objectify. And you are born not with the memory, later you gathered. And therefore, well, basically, I am not the memory also. I am not the mind. I am aware of what is going on in the mind. And well, since I am aware of what is going on in the mind, I cannot take the thought as myself. Right? I cannot take thought as I objectify the thought. Where when the thought is gone, I am gone, that's not the case. You say very well, thought is gone. You are able to say very well. One has to really dive into this. When the thought is gone, you are still aware. Thought is gone in a deep sleep state, you are aware. Or you meet somebody after 10 years, and for a moment you as if, because you could not think of the person, I will see this person in California in here. You thought he is somewhere in Houston. And you never thought of. But in morning you remembered that since many days I have not met him. I have not even received his phone. And suddenly you find that he was just standing in front of you. For a moment you could not think also. And you tell also, Swamiji, for a moment my mind has as though stopped, shunned as though. I could not think anything. You are very much there. You are very much there to have an experience of absence of thought. And therefore, basically, it's not that when the thought is gone, you are gone. And therefore, I survive the thought. When the thought is there, I am definitely there. When the thought is gone, I am very much there. I am aware of the thought. When the thought is gone, I am very much aware. In absence of thought, in deep sleep state, of course, for a long time, no thoughts. You say in the morning, definitely, that you had an experience of no thought. So you exist even in absence of thought. People search for the silence. People basically search for the silence. They don't realize that they are silence. They are silence by nature. Shantam Shivam Advaitam. You exist. We are generally worried about the internal noise, thoughts. External noise may not bother too much. Internal noise. Thoughts are too much. Thoughts are too much. And you want them all to go away. Hey, you are quite distinct from the thoughts. You, in fact, you are aware of the thoughts. Thought is there, you are there. Thought is gone. Thought is there, you light up the thought. Thought is not there, you light up the absence of the thought. If you exist in absence of the thought, means you are not. You are what by nature? Silence. Inside thoughts means noise. Right? Inside thoughts means noise. You really speaking, what obtains in a silence, internal silence, what obtains in a mind which is free from the thought, what obtains there is the very illuminator of that absence. You are by nature silence. We'll be doing that meditation day after tomorrow. But this is just for, I have to put this thing in a proper perspective. So I'm saying, anyway, so I'm not memory, I'm not mind, I'm not any emotion. That's how Nirvana should come. Last day we saw, Named Dvesha Ragho, Named Lobha Moho, etc. Acharya said it also. Okay, then I am intellect. Because I give my introduction as I am a doctor of medicine, I am chemist, I am physicist, I am pharmacist, etc. I am economist. Therefore, basically, I am intellect. But before knowledge, you gathered knowledge, you are very much there. You are not born economist. You are not born physicist. You gathered knowledge at some point of time. And you know how much you know. That's how you try to gather more information in a given subject matter. Therefore, I am basically not intellect. I know what I know also. Means I am aware of what I know. Therefore, that is a known. Intellect or the area of knowledge based on which you say I am so and so, chemist or something. But that is not. It is there. You are able to objectify it. And lastly, well, I am ignorance because I am born with. I is born, ignorance also is born. Therefore, I am ignorance. Everyone is born ignorant. Therefore, I am ignorance. If you are ignorant, then you should not have even this much knowledge, right? But you say, I am a chemist. Therefore, you know also. You have a knowledge. If you have a knowledge, means you should say, I am knowledgeable. If you are knowledgeable, how can you say I am ignorant? Because they are opposite. Therefore, what you know, what you don't know also you know, what you know also you know. You are aware of your knowledge, you are aware of areas of ignorance also. That's how you want to shade off the ignorance. Swamiji, I just don't know anything about Sanskrit language. Okay. Then definitely you want to, you explore. So it is, you are aware of, you are basically a basic person. You are knower. That's it. Knower. Knower of world. Knower of physical body. Knower of senses. Knower of emotions. Knower of memory. Knower of intellect. Areas of knowledge. Knower of ignorance also. I means knower. Awarer. 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 What's the difference between two awarers or two knowers? What's the difference? Just individual, you can definitely say, but the difference between two eyes, two awarers, no difference. Could follow? Look at that. We are closing, slowly zeroing towards non-duality. Not yet. Not yet. But from the differences, oh my God, Swamiji, you are different, I am different. Earlier, that was quiet. Now we have really understood that what I considered as a knower, really speaking with the help of Vedanta, I came to know that even in a so-called knower, many things are in the field of known, not knower. I am a knower of the world. This is a basic person. This basic person, the knower, relates mentally to a Lord. That's called meditation. Basic person relates to Lord. Son cannot relate to the God, Lord. Son relates to the father, mother. So basic person who assumes the role of a son, daughter, father, spouse, etc. in a different situation, related differently, that basic person, knower, awarer, etc. Free from anything, just knower. Literally speaking, that is also knowing oneself as a basic person itself gives you a lot of comfort because very objective, just knowing, knower of everything, aware of everything, right? No ragadvesha should be. But anyway, so this is a knower. Now, knower is I the knower has anything some in as a base, or knower is the final entity. That's what we have to see. Knower is a final entity, or knower has a basis in something else. Looks like knower also comes and goes. Seer comes and goes. Hearer comes and goes. Right? Thinker comes and goes. Smeller comes and goes. Taster comes and goes. If they come and go, then there should be some basis for that. There should be basis for that. And knower indicates that ER indicates definitely a agent. Like runner indicates an agent. ER generally is supplied to make a noun from the verb, right? Runner. So, agent of an action denoted by the verb, right? And therefore, walker, runner, all is because of it's an agent of doing an action. Doing an action. Knower means one who is knowing, is a knower. When you say he knows something, means there is some object of knowledge. There is some object of knowledge. If object of knowledge is not there, you cannot say I am knower. Knower is a generic term. Let's say seer. Oh, I am a seer. Then definitely I will ask you, what do you see? If there is nothing to be seen, then why do you call yourself as a seer? You cannot call a seer. Seer indicates an agent of an action of seeing. Then there is something to see. Otherwise you cannot see. And therefore, when there is some color, name, color form, etc. is there, well, I am seer. Color form is not there, I am not seer. Then sound is there, I am hearer. Sound is not there, I am no more hearer. Right? Now, I just wanted to know from you, suppose a color form is not there, I am not a seer. Seer is gone, okay. I is gone? I would like to know that. If I am seer, that's a final reality of me. Seer goes away, then I also go away. Do you think I goes away? No. Means there is some basis yet. From which the seer is arising. Seer resolves when color form is not there, that seer resolves. Color form comes, seer arises from that basis. Right? This much we know, that seer is a conscious being. That much we know. Otherwise he cannot see. Hearer is a conscious being. Otherwise he cannot hear. Right? Hearer is a conscious being. Otherwise cannot hear. The toucher is a conscious being. Otherwise cannot have a experience of touch. So ultimately, when a given object, different objects are there, the same conscious being assumes a role of seer, hearer, etc. So that basis is just consciousness. It's a consciousness. Knower is basically, by knowledge, by nature, is knowledge. Jnanam Brahma. So jnanam, prajnanam, is knowledge, consciousness, awareness, whatever you like. That I is basically is awareness, consciousness. And here now we will have to brainstorm how this consciousness is just a witness of everything. That we have to see. See, first thing is, this means the consciousness is there, hearer is there, hearing is there, and sound is there. The consciousness pervades all the three. You cannot say sound is there without consciousness. You cannot say hearing, a thought of, a particular experience of hearing in the mind is there without consciousness. You cannot say. You cannot say hearer is there without consciousness. Therefore, as a consciousness, you don't just pervade hearer, seer, etc. You pervade even hearing. You pervade even the object, the sound or a color and form, etc. Could you follow? Without consciousness, you cannot talk about the sound. When you say there is so and so sound, means sound consciousness is there, right? Definitely. When you say that Swamiji, I have a knowledge of the sound right now. I have an experience of the sound in form of thought, naturally. That is also you are able to say pervaded by what? Consciousness. And the very hearer definitely is not away from consciousness. So basically, when the sound is there, hearing is there, hearer is there, this triad, definitely all the three are pervaded by what? Consciousness. The real I, why I real? Basis, which you cannot negate. To negate I am not consciousness, you need again consciousness. So therefore that is the basis. I don't go much into that, but you know very well. When sound is there, hearing is there, hearer is there, consciousness is there. When sound is not there, hearing also will not be there, and of course hearer also will not be there. Consciousness I is there, not available for negation. When you add anything into this I consciousness, the consciousness as though totally pervade into that thing which is added. Please understand this. Consciousness is as though added into that thing which is added. Consciousness is pervades into that. Like hearer you added. Sound you have added. In sound itself, consciousness pervades. Because the whole sound exists in what? Consciousness. The hearing exists in what? Consciousness. Hearer exists in what? Consciousness. So when you add anything, in the very thing which you have added, consciousness pervades. But how can you say, Swamiji, consciousness pervades the sound? Simple solution. If a given thing, B, cannot exist without A, then A pervades totally B. Simple. What simple? Simple. If a given thing B cannot exist without A, then A definitely pervades that B totally, in and through, all over. If wave cannot exist without water, then I can definitely say water pervades in and through, all over the wave. Or else you can say the whole wave exists in water. Am I right? That's what Bhagavan said. Sarva bhuteshu atmanam sarva bhutani cha atmani. Because we have this topic, sarva bhutatma bhutatma, sarvatma. So I am preparing a little ground for this. So a sound exists in I, consciousness. Swamiji, I exist because I exist. I, consciousness, exists because I exist. Sound exists because there is a sound consciousness. Therefore, sound exists in consciousness. Could you follow what I am saying? Therefore, I is self-existent. Sound is not self-existent. Sound borrows existence from me. Therefore, what the isness in the sound is the isness of consciousness. The isness of the wave is the isness of water. Right? Could you follow what I am saying? Wave is. You have to say water is. Wave is not. Water is. Oh, that's it. Anvaya Vyatireka. Look at that. So sound is. Consciousness is, naturally. Otherwise, how will you prove the sound? Sound is not. Otherwise, you say, no, consciousness is not. Then who proves the absence of sound? Who proves? Consciousness proves. Therefore, consciousness is. Sound is, consciousness is. Sound is not, consciousness is. Could you follow? One is less real, other is more real. That's what it is. Let's not go into the word mithya, but it is. Forget about word mithya. We don't need word mithya, really. Honestly, wherever mithya comes, immediately you replace it with satyam. Because mithya is satyam. Wave is water. If you keep mithya means is some kind of a rejection kind of a thing. No? Puja Swamiji told wherever word mithya comes, replace. Jagat mithya, no, Jagat is Brahman. Say that, that's better. Jagat is mithya, no. Because that gives a certain negative. Because mithya is satyam. Wave is mithya means wave is water. Ornament is mithya means ornament is gold. Right? So therefore, consciousness is the reality of words, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, anything you can take. But I would like to know, Swami, now we'll discuss about this Sakshi. This much you understood, I am a reality. As a consciousness, I am the reality. And I only become a hearer, seer, etc. when an object comes. I assume a status. I wear a costume, to be honest. Atma alone wears a costume. to transact with the physical world or the subtle world, the dream world. You wear a costume. You wear a full costume. Full costume that's in a waking state. Double. Layers. Swamiji, you should have layers. Your winter is worst. Here in our California, we have a good... True, very true. You wear all the layers of all the three bodies called Vishwa. Same Atma consciousness wears, pervades up to the gross body and transact with the world. Then you feel too hot, you remove the sweater. Only with two layers. That's a dream world. As a dreamer. And then you remove even that shirt also. Yeah, deep sleep state. No role playing. Right? No role playing. So anyway, the consciousness alone becomes seer, hearer, etc. Either transacting with the physical world, I alone becomes seer, hearer, etc. Transacting with the subtle world, dream world. And I assume, I remove all costumes as though, and definitely don't experience anything else. No particular experience of seeing, hearing, etc. Clear? So this is that's how Pujya Swamiji defined this knower, the basic person, as Atma alone, which is time being. Knower is consciousness alone, knowledge alone, which is time being. Time being means what? Physical world is there, you become knower. Subtle world is there, you become knower. When you are a knower, you are knowledge. Essentially, you are consciousness. When you are not a knower in deep sleep state, still you are consciousness. Experiencing no particular experience or experiencing blankness. Right? You all the time in three states, your reality which never comes and never goes, na udeti, na astameti. Never arises, never subsides, never available for negation. That's your reality. That is consciousness. No dimension at all. But anyway, Swamiji, now we'll solve certain queries, okay? Here. How do you say I indicate consciousness? Very first thing. I indicate consciousness, how do you say? Because conscious being, only uses the word I. So, this book or this flower cannot use the word I. Because it doesn't have a I thought. It doesn't have I thought. If it doesn't have I thought, it will not use I. When I thought is there, it will use I. That I thought arises only in a conscious being. I thought arises, Swamiji, I thought arises in a subtle body, mind. That's where the consciousness manifests, etc. And therefore, definitely, I thought I can arise only in a conscious being. Therefore, I definitely reveals consciousness. Now clear? And M reveals existence. I am. Sat, Chit. Existence, Sat. Consciousness, Chit. So I am. I am is not available for negation. My only point is to make you recognize that you are ever Sakshi. I am in that process, please. So if you feel that Swami is which direction is going? Because the definition of a witness, Sakshi, is a changeless observer. Changeless observer, right? Like you are standing on the shore of the ocean. Somebody, I am a witness of this ocean. Means what? I am a changeless observer of the changing waves and everything, right? Changing ocean, agitating ocean. I am a witness. So you have to see that you are a changeless consciousness. more you become clearer and clear that in any situation you are changeless, pervading everything, yet remaining changeless. No experience can be away from you, and no experience can leave any trace on you. Changeless. If you become aware, if you become clear of that, you will take a Sakshi forever. There is no struggle to become Sakshi, Sakshi Bhava, etc. Anyway, so I reveal a consciousness, and I am reveals a Sat. I am is intrinsic. I am. That is intrinsic. What you add after is incidental. What you add after gives you a sense of individuality, not just I am. When you say I am a man, individuality. I am so and so, individuality. I am good, bad, this, that, individuality. I am hungry, individuality. I am thirsty, individuality. I am breathing, individuality. So what you add after I am gives you a sense of individuality, or you become a esto ahankara. Clear? So I am is a intrinsic thing. Later what we add is incidental. And what is incidental means that comes and goes. What comes and goes, we call them as a less real compared to what is intrinsic. I am is not available for negation, right? I am is not available for negation. What is there after I am available for negation? In a deep sleep state, you don't make any of this statement, I am man and so, my age is so and so, etc., or I am a sannyasi, etc. Nothing. I am hungry, thirsty, I am karta, bhokta, nothing. Just I am. Anyway, that is intrinsic. So, and the example for this is, even while seeing a movie, look at that. This kind of a viveka we do, called Satya Mithya Viveka. We do that. Even while seeing a movie, I separate this, the characters from the screen, definitely, and understood. Screen is ever free from the characters, very well. Screen is ever free from what is happening in the film. You know for sure. If there is a scene of a fire, etc., right? You don't call immediately a fire brigade people. Oh, that there is a fire here. It is apparent. Screen is still unaffected by the fire which is there in the film. Or even a scene of a flood, or a scene of even an earthquake, and you hear the voice like earth is cracking. All that is happening on the screen, you don't take it real, right? The screen is ever free from these things. Anyway, and therefore basically you need not stop the movie. You need not change the one screen. Only change is required in your buddhi. Yeah, if somebody takes the fire is a real fire, or if somebody takes there is a real flood, etc., the screen is getting wet, etc., well, that's not correct. What is incidental cannot affect what is intrinsic. Therefore, I am is incidental. It's an intrinsic, and what you add later, that is incidental, also it is incidental, that cannot affect I am screen. Therefore, I am is basically a asanga. Anyway, so other than that, this is a knowledge regarding the I, which is, as Pujya Swamiji also used to call it, I am is like a screen on which all various thought forms, all various experiences, objects of experiences, all take place. They are not independent of me, I am independent of them. And again I will bring you, hearer is not independent of consciousness, the sound is not independent of consciousness, we have already seen that, and very hearing is not independent of consciousness, but even if they are not there, I am ever is. Right? Sound is, hearing is, hearer is, consciousness is. Sound is not, hearer is not, hearing is not, consciousness is. Clear now? Therefore, I am like the screen. That's how I said asangoham, asangoham, etc. Anyway, so up to this, here we stop, and after 15 minutes we'll start again. And now we'll have to do a viveka between this ahankara and Atma. If you do that, you will not struggle to bring the Sakshi Bhava, etc. You will understand. Understanding yourself clearly, you will understand that I am a changeless consciousness in spite of a changing ahankara, seer, hearer, etc. Could you follow? If you identify with this, all of them, then definitely you want to get rid of all of them and want to bring a Sakshi Bhava. We'll talk about it after 15 minutes. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.